Did you know that every elephant you've ever seen on TV or in a zoo has been a ballerina? Every single one. Because while humans walk flat on their feet with their toes pointing forward, elephants like to take a little bit of a more dainty approach and go right up on their tiptoes with a balloon of fat spreading out the weight underneath. And this is pretty significant because elephants really need their feet, and you think that that's pretty obvious, but even more so than you might think. They take really good care of their feet in the wild. So, first of all, they walk 20 hours of the day. That's 20 hours of their foot pads rubbing off the ground and getting worn down, which are constantly growing. They'll take care of their nails, make sure that there's no rocks or dirt stuck in their cuticles or underneath their nails by rubbing their nails off the sides of tree trunks or rocks. They'll walk through mud pools and lush grass to make sure that their foot pads stay supple and moist. And then on top of that, all that walking increases the blood circulation to their feet. So any cuts or injuries they get heal really fast. So here's the thing. What happens if you take an elephant outside of its nice wild environment and stick it, say, in a zoo? Suddenly, you're dealing with an entirely different animal. And I'm not talking about the elephant. I'm talking about concrete. See, concrete is fantastic for zookeepers. It's really easy to clean, but it's not good for, well, anything to do with elephants. First of all, it's dry. It's really, really dry, and all of that dryness sucks the moisture out of the elephant's feet. It causes their nails and foot pads to crack. And then what happens? Those cracks and injuries can get infected, which is even worse because concrete really holds on to germs. And then it's so hard that it can cause bone problems. It can cause the bones in the feet to even start disintegrating, which is a death sentence for an elephant that needs to walk on its feet 20 hours a day to get food. So, what's the solution? Well, it might seem pretty stupid, but elephant pedicures. Top zookeepers around the world will know this, and unfortunately it's not worldwide practice yet, but anyone who's in charge of elephants really needs to take a look at their feet. And this involves a lot of work. First of all, you got to do positive reinforcement training so that the elephant knows that you touching their feet is a good thing. And usually that just means giving them a melon, which they can crush like a grape. It also means having the right tools. So for us, it's a nail file. For them, it's a farrier's rasp, which is a nail file that's the size of a cheese grater, basically. And using this, they'll wear down the nails the way that they would be in the wild. They'll scrape off a bit of skin so that the foot pads don't get too built up and break. They'll even check for cuts, and constant monitoring means that if you catch those cuts early, the fact that the elephants can't walk around as much as they would in the wild doesn't matter. You can still catch them. And then if it's a real bad problem, you're going to need a knife. And you'll shave off a bit of excess. And you'll end up with elephant toe clippings. Thank you very much.